Yo, what's going on? PureFGC back with another MK1 guide. Today we're going to be going over SINDEL, the Queen of Outworld. So I picked up SINDEL because I realized that she does well versus nearly every top tier. Like even when I picked her up, like during the Homelander meta, English is hard. During the Homelander meta, she did good versus like every top tier in that meta. Even before they buffed Natara, before they buffed Scorp, like SINDEL has always done good versus the top tiers that I hate fighting, or just characters I hate fighting in general. So I was like, you know what, I should just pick her up and main her. I think some of her strengths are her zoning. She has very strong zoning. Her buttons are really good, her offense is pretty good, her set play is really good, her strike throw is really good, and she just has like so many different special moves she can utilize in neutral, which we'll go over. And I just feel like her base kit is just really strong. So weaknesses she has is when she can't zone, she has a hard time versus characters that ignore her zoning. And no, I don't mean by you putting on sub cameo, because some characters, I mean, you could put on sub cameo, but SINDEL still has pretty good neutral. So I mean characters that like she cannot zone or play neutral with. So that is, and also characters with like really good counter zoning who also excel versus her up close. Like when SINDEL can't zone and she gotta walk down, she ass. Well, she not ass, I'm just downplaying, but she becomes very hard to play, and I feel like you have to work a lot harder with her when you are not zoning and you're rushing down with her. Her general game plan is gonna be zoning, and once you get the hit, you set play them. It's a GG. Y'all niggas probably be like, damn, they like getting to the god. All right, my bad, bro, my fault. I got it. So we're gonna be going over her neutral buttons that I like to use. As you all know, forward 1 is one of her best buttons to use in neutral. Some characters have a hard time with punishing this. Most characters can. Shao especially can whiff punish this. It's hit confirmable. If they get hit, get anti-airs, they do decide to jump. Sometimes it'll whiff, but like a max range like that, it'll anti-air. So that's why I also think pretty good. You don't want to just be throwing this out though, because like I said, characters that can whiff punish this, like you die for trying to whiff this. So do be careful. I use it as like it's like if I'm in a range to where I know it's not gonna whiff. Like if I'm like right here, I'll use it. Sometimes they do walk back before I decide to press it and I get whiff punished. You're gonna be whiffing this button. It's like no way you play SINDEL you don't whiff it. But just don't get too comfortable just whiffing it and using it a lot. Her down 3 is pretty good. This is one of the like safer, longer range buttons to throw out. Like let's say I don't want to commit to this because I have a life lead, I'm trying to zone. You can't use down 3. If they get hit, can go into, you know, your strike throw, your pressure options, which we will discuss in the pressure section. But it's only +9 though, so you can't get like too excited, especially from max ranges. People will not block after this. So best option from like a good range, you can back 2. If you know they're gonna mash, you can do another down 3 to try to get closer. That way you can have enough frames to go for back 2. Back 2 is like the ultimate check if you think they're gonna mash. You can also throw a 4-1 in there if you think they're gonna backdash. But that's a pretty good non-committal. Some characters can whiff punish this and even punish it on block. Like it's -12. I think Johnny could whiff punish it. Not whiff punish it on block. I'm pretty sure Liu Kang could also punish this on block. And against those type of characters, that's when down forward comes in, which is sorta more risky because you're swinging with yourself instead of your hair, but it is good versus character stack. Next thing I want to get into to use in neutral is her projectiles. You want to throw a lot of projectiles as SINDEL, and most of the time when I'm throwing these, I don't care if they get hit. I'm just trying to control, you know, if they get hit, cool, like I'll take the damage, but I'm just trying to control the screen. I'm trying to get them away from me. I don't want, like Shao, I don't want Shao close to me. I have to zone Shao. I gotta get him away from me. And you want to mix up like your projectiles. Like you don't want to do 5 insta air projectiles in a row, because then people would recognize your pattern and then they'll just jump it and then punish you. So you want to mix up between like the air ones, the low ones. I don't use the straight ones too much. I don't use those too much. I don't either do like insta air or the low ones. So I say just mix it up between those. And if you think they're gonna jump, you can wait a little bit and you can forward 1. You can stand. I think stand 1 and stand 2 are her best anti-airs. Iron mode. Or down 2 is pretty good as well. We'll get more into projectile stuff a little bit as we talk about cameos. So actually we're gonna go into cameos. Lao Hat is a really good neutral tool because it is a mind game once you put it out in neutral. If right here, like if I'm throwing this out, most people what they'll do is they'll see Lao Hat and they'll backdash, but you can actually call it early, catch them trying to backdash and get a combo off this. And then once you have people respecting you, you do like back 2 into float, go for mix, you do jump, delay, jump in, you do whiff, jump in. Like she got a lot of mind games on this. You could do like back 2, 3 in neutral. So and they're respected, or you could have them get hit and you can go for a strike throw after that. You could probably just go into like every pressure option that we'll cover, but Lao Hat is good in neutral. And also most people when they see Lao Hat, they like to jump, which you can like full combo people for doing. I'm gonna insert a clip that I have because it's kind of unrealistic to try to set up in practice mode, but a lot of people when they see Lao Hat, they'll jump and you can actually get a little full screen conversion off of it. Next thing, and I'm also cover Kung Lao and Tremor in this video. I just want to go to some Tremor stuff. Tremor helps enhance your zoning because when you call him right here, he blocks projectile. So as you can see, when you're zoning, like that type of projectile, if you get hit by it, like that trades and you're knocked down, they can get in. But if you call Tremor, if you like zone, well I'll call Tremor, it won't hit you, and you're able to keep zoning like that. So that's very good. And you can also like use Tremor in neutral. Like let's say most people when you call Tremor, they're conditioned for Tremor to not do anything. Like if I do projectile Tremor, most people are just gonna keep walking because they're like, okay, he called Tremor, he ain't gonna do nothing. But you can actually sometimes just throw a random ground pound in there to catch people trying to like walk up, and when they get hit, get the combo. Head boulder into low projectile. That's a really good like round ender. They can't jump that. Yeah, it's technically not hard to block because that's hitting on the same thing. You can like change it up, but it's just a good like space control, hard to block thing you can throw out with Tremor. You can also use this reflect if they have projectiles they're throwing themselves. You might be thinking like, man, Tremor comeback so slow. Why would I just be spamming Tremor like that? Oh, that's why SINDEL has down back 3, which is really useful in a lot of, like if I end a combo and slam, I can do that and there's literally nothing he can do to punish me. Like as you can see, if I end my thing slam, Surgery Queen. Like Xiao's 10 frame wake up doesn't even reach me. So if you were to do like a dash, like you're not getting punished for that. You can also end your combo and jump 224 into projectile and get snap, and again they can't punish you there. So that's why you like this team. When you have snap, it allows you to use tremor a lot, and you can also use snap a lot with Lao too. Like if I do Lao, and like let's say you do Lao, you'll see you out of range to early call it or mix. You can just go for snap, that's safe, and Lao comes back hella fast, which he already does. So that's really good to use in neutral. Another thing she has in neutral, which makes her really annoying, something I need to actually implement in my gameplay, is float. And this is very annoying to deal with because a lot of characters don't have like a, I don't even know what this aim, like a slanted angle to hit her from here with. Like not a lot of characters have like an air special, so it's like Xiao could see me doing this and then dash up stand too, but then I could do that and be completely safe. That's hella hard to whiff punish already. Most people will try to up block you, but if you're up blocking, I could cancel and throw, or I could just decide to go back, cancel it, and do a projectile. It's really annoying to deal with when you abuse. Oh, and then if you hit a jump 3, you get a combo. But it's actually very annoying, and it's good to mix up your zoning too. Like if I'm just constantly doing this is like too predictable. But if I'm doing this, I'm doing float, projectile, jump 1, float, projectile, or like jump 1, jump 3, projectile. Like niggas gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta mix that up. It's a really good mix-up tool to use it. And it's also good combo with Lao Hat. Last thing on the cover is down back forward. I don't see a lot of Sindels use this except for who I actually stole it from. So a lot of people, if you notice, they're like spamming their cameos too much. What you can do, like, you know, like every time someone like rotates to Jade or the round starts, they're gonna use Jade. If you read that, you can actually down back forward from like a good distance and just disable that cooldown. Or if you're really feeling it, you can go for EX. You can go for EX, down back forward, take their cameo, and have Chameleon with the Lao. So I wouldn't just be throwing this out too much though, like only on like a hard read, because they can decide to read you and dash up and punish you. But if I'm like on a safe difference like here, I can use this. So I will say just be careful with throwing it out. You can't just throw that out. All right, the next thing we are going into now is the pressure section. So I mainly have pressure sections or different sections because I don't want to be like, okay, after this you can go into this and then you can do this. Like I could just be like, okay, after this jump in, okay, you can do anything in the pressure section. So that's mainly why I have different sections. But her pressure is mainly strike throw. Like this throw is good because if you're zoning, they're back full screen, and if you're like need to get in, you're close to them with a back throw. Down 3 checks. Down 3 is a good check. They can back dash out of that, but I don't think they can use unless they like hard read it. But back throw is good. They're conditioned by down 3. You can keep throwing them. So her throw is good. And then she has a shimmy, which is when the opponent thinks you're about to throw them, but you go for a move that shimmies them, because you can't tech throws on reaction. Like if I'm walking up and you see like my arms, or you see me walk up, you're pressing tech, you're not reacting to the throw animation and mashing the tech button. So you see me like walking up, they think this is a throw, shimmy, and if they get shimmy, you get hit, you get a full combo. You got to be able to hit confirm it though. Okay. You can put it on random attack and hit confirm. I did not hit confirm that. You're not gonna be able to hit confirm. If only the last hit hits, you're not gonna be able to hit confirm it. It's only like the first and second hit confirm. So I strongly recommend practicing that. You just put on random attack, practice, hit confirm. Some characters have a hard time contesting after 401, such as Shao. Yeah, see how he reversal stands too right there? But since it's spaced, I can do backdash 401 and punish him. I can also opt for a mash if I want to be safe. If you're really sweaty, you can micro duck button. That's like a hard reader. I don't recommend just doing that all the time. But there are mind games. Obviously, he can just dash up, catch me backdashing, but then I can also 4-1 to another 4, catch his dash. So that's just an option. I wouldn't say just rely on doing that, but you know, if you notice, like, damn, last couple times I did 4 and he's been like staying to him, I'm gonna backdash the next time. Stuff like that. The strike though is really oppressive in the corner because when you throw them here, you hit it meaty with a 1. You get a forward 1 low hat on the ground set up for free after you throw them. Some characters do have options against this. Like Shao could probably do his armor. Like if I throw Shao here, now I go for a 4-1 low hat. Like he gets a full combo off that. But you can't react to low hat and press that, so I could just bait with 4-1 and get the combo. But I'm not gonna go over every character, just something to keep in mind and something you'll have to lab on your own. They get shimmied in the corner. It is a full combo into a setup, which we'll go over in the next section. So strike throw, really good. And also if you're median with 4-1, some people will wake up a low poke. See ya. The 4-1 is a high, so if you wake up with a low poke, this is not. Yeah, so if you do 4-1 after grab, some characters can wake up with a low poke like that, and since 4-1 is a high, it will go under the first hit. What you can do to counter that is delay 4-1 media. See how I delayed it and they caught him. And if they're conditioned by that, like if they're too scared, you could actually go for another throw. So that is her strike throw offense. Pretty good. She has 2-4, which is +2 by itself. A lot of people will mash down 1 if they don't know it's plus, or like the first time. Can bait it, go for a back 2, depending. Yeah, see, like right there. Can do it. We have to backdash, or you can beat it out with your own down 1. I like baiting it sometimes, especially in the corner. Most people want down 1 mid screen, but in the corner a lot of people down 1. Or you can opt to go for the 2-4-4, which is +6, I believe. Oh, +5. most people will flawless block, and if they flawless blocking, that's when you do 4 grab. You do 2-4 grab. You can do hard read a flawless block. You can do 2-4 screen. That interrupts their flawless block timing. You can do 2-4 low projectile. It only works in the interrupts their flawless block. I don't recommend going for those though. I would just, if I think they're gonna flawless block, I would just grab, or I would just do. If they flawless block it, it is -2, I believe, or -5. So, and you're up close, so pretty much your cue to block right there. Sometimes I'll be down 1 though, cause you know what I'm saying. But most of the time you want to block. So it's a good mind game. Her next offensive layer, she has overhead. This is 20 frames, so it's unreactable online. You can actually, like raw, you could throw this out. Like if you do it after your 4-1, it's obvious, like people can react to this, but like raw overhead is unreactable. So it's pretty good tool to throw out, because after her 4-1, she does get a guaranteed loud hat setup. I wouldn't throw it out like too much, like I wouldn't be spamming it like it's safe, because it is -25, so if they block that, you will die. And she also has sweep, but she can conditioning you with, if they're blocking overhead, it is -4. It has hella pushback too. Like, look at that back. That got so much back on it. -4. And you know, they get hit, it's your turn again to go strike throw. 2-4 right here. And do overhead. All up to you. But these are really useful after like a float. Like after I do a safe jump with the down back 2, I mean the float. I said, yeah, down back 2, the float. You can do overhead, or you can go. You see like that little pause in between, like that makes it so hard for them to react to it. And her last offensive option she has that I use is her back 2 mind game. Mind game is here. You either up block or you don't up block. So you cannot interrupt this with a button. So I have, better yet, let me, if I do stand 1, and he tries to interrupt, he gets beat out. It's full combo. Same for EX. The EX one jails. Yeah, EX1 jails, they can't like, well, EX1 jails, but as you can see, the stand 2 lists after the 1, so you can go for, yeah, I use it sometimes if I know they're gonna mash, or I think they're gonna mash and I don't want to play the mind game with them up blocking, I'll do EX float to get them to be safe and to safely check them with my mid, basically, is why I use back to EX. Now if they up block, you see you get punished right there. I can't set the AI to like do it frame 1, but you can drop down, get a grab in there, and since they up block, you get bonus grab damage. So the back throw did 17, this also does 19. So that is what you want to do. And it's a pretty good mind game, because if you catch them trying to reversal a button, like they get, ooh. Oh, that did that. Keep that low key, y'all. Keep that low key. But yeah, if they try to like do a button here, I'm just trying to put it on a random special. They do like a button right there, it will, like, they get full combo punish. I won't say like rely on this too much, because It is like a as risky as it is for them to press, it's also risky for you to get up blocked and combo punch. So I would be careful. All right, now we are going to cover combos and setups with Kung Lao and Tremor. This is the mid-screen opti that if you want to cash out on damage and get the safe jump. And after that, after any flip you end with, you get a dash up. You have to quickly dash up, do a down back 2, and you get a safe jump. It doesn't work on Shao because he has a 10 frame armor or 9 frames, and you can't safe jump wake ups that are that fast. I think it doesn't work on Johnny either, or Natara, or Rain, but I'm pretty sure most of the roster, just other than those characters I named, it works on. So if they try to armor here, oh, they get hit. Once you have their respect, you can go for all the pressure options I listed. If they delay wake up, most people will like delay wake up. So especially delay wake up mash. Here's are your options that I will go for. So if you do this, they delay wake up mash, you can do a poke yourself. That beats them out, or you also do a grab. Time it right. You can do a grab. You can also do a backdash forward 1, and that will catch them. That will catch their poke. That will catch their poke. But that's a combo you do if you want to cash out on damage. If you want to do Lao Hat setup, this is the combo you do. You end like that. You end at 4-4 instead of the slam. You just do Lao Hat. I'll get into the setups after the combos. Actually, I might as well just get into it now. I'll go. So after you successfully land your combo with 4-4 Lao Hat, you do float, you can do overhead low. I'm not gonna keep repeating. If you do, let's just imagine you do 4-4 Lao Hat. You can do overhead first and then low, or you could delay Lao Hat to hit low and then do your jump in. Pretty good setup. A lot of people recently have been opting to do a wake up down 2, which will catch you delaying your Lao Hat line game. Right here, if I delay, that hits me out, but you can always go for a meaty Lao Hat. You could do a meaty jump in or a meaty Lao Hat. Some down 2s are faster than others. I think Shao has a slower one, but you can just meaty with Lao Hat right there and stop them from trying to down 2. Another setup you can do is take him. So you basically do jump in, float, jump in, and you can time the jump in to which way you want it to hit. So I'm gonna make this overhead low. That was overhead low. That was overhead low. Or you can do overhead low, overhead. Like that. That's another setup you can do. Against Shao, so a counter to pretty much all those setups I gave you is them waking up armor. And how you deal with wake up armor, most of the time you can do a jump 3 into a meaty Lao Hat, Chow goes on the other side, so you have to watch out for that. Other characters, they just get their armor broken. Right there, he on the other side. I got a combo. I got a full combo punch. Well, you can do like a jump 3. Most of the time when it armor breaks, it'll look like this, and then you just get your combo there once it armor breaks. And the corner is also different. Also, if you go for a armor breaking setup, and they decide to delay wake up, you are still plus there. You're still plus, like, it's your turn. I think you actually do that higher. Right there, it's still your turn. So that's something to keep in mind. For the corner, this is her corner combo if you want to cash out on damage to safe jump. If you want to go for a setup, do this. You can melee back 2 right there, and basically when you back 2, it's the same as early with the float. Like you could do jump in first and then low, or you could do low first and then. You can also, so that loses to delay wake up. You can also do this setup right here. You can do overhead low, or you can make the low hit first, overhead. You can also, other options. You can also float broadly, same thing. In the corner, you don't have enough hit advantage to do a jump 3. So if they decide to armor, you just do forward 1 immediately. Like you immediately loud hat and do forward 1 as soon as you hit the ground. Okay, let's get into tremor setups. So what you want to do with tremor is a little different. It's like a reset. You don't do a full combo and then follow tremor. So after forward 1 projectile, you want to be in crystalline. You want to do neutral kameo, back kameo to get the ground pound after projectile. So that's what it should look like. They should block the second hit. You want them to be blocking the second hit of the ground pound. So that's what it should look like into your combo. So I'm gonna show you the overhead low setup I do. That it hits overhead low. If they get hit by the they get hit by anything at combo. Also, let's just say he's crouch blocking. So that is the overhead low setup. You don't have to spin the bar. Like if I hit him, like right there, you don't have to spin the bar on that. Yeah, it should look like that, and then you just do the combo I gave you at first, and it will hit them for the same amount of damage. Those are your tremor mid-screen setups. You can also do if I go for this, You can fake them out, and then you could not do the low at all. Yeah, you cannot do the low at all and do that. So the mix-up is basically whether I call low tremor or not. It's not like low overhead low. That also works in the corner. You can also off back too. You can do that off back too. However, you can get like up block and punished right here. So, but you can also do this if you have them expecting. That is going to wrap it up for my SINDEL guide. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. It's been a highly requested guide for me to do. If y'all want me to do some more guides, or you have a specific character you want, comment down below. I got you, bro. Don't even trip. And I'll be back soon with another video.